What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here once again. I am back to do my Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, War of the Worlds 2017 prediction. Now, of course, War of the Worlds is the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view right after Supercard of Honor 11, which was in April. This is the May pay-per-view for Ring of Honor. Of course, it's a collaboration of Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. So we'll have some New Japan stars and Ring of Honor stars on one big card. And this is a very strong card. 9 matches. 9 fantastic matches on this card, and of course, my record at Supercard of Honor was 6-2. So my combined record, we went 6-1 in the 15th anniversary show. We went 6-2 in the Supercard of Honor show. So we're 12-3 through 2 pay-per-views, and this is the 3rd pay-per-view. So hopefully, my predictions when it comes to Ring of Honor is continually being top notch. So hopefully we can continue that. Now, before I start, I do want to thank everybody who did watch my Supercard of Honor predictions. Of course, you New Japan Pro Wrestling fans, my Best of the Super Juniors is out. I got that up. So if you're New Japan Pro Wrestling fans, and of course it's a tournament, so I thought of doing my Best of the Super Juniors 24 predictions. So that will be up, and of course my NBA playoffs are up, and of course I think that's about it with that. I mean, definitely I'll have those 2 videos on my boxes if you have not seen them. So again, thank you guys so very much. I mean, the Best of the Super Juniors is at over 140 views. So again, thank you guys so very much. And my NBA second round conference semi predictions are like I think 15 or 16. So thank you guys again so very much. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching the Supercard of Honor predictions. I mean, that was a great show for sure in April. Other than me rambling on, let's get right into these picks. Again, 9 great matches. They're not in order, so I'm just gonna go as what I see. Starting off with the first match, it's gonna be, of course, it's the heavy metal rebel himself, Frankie Kazarian, or Kaz, if you will, versus a member of Too Sweet. Of course, that member is, of course, Hangman Page. Now, of course, this whole thing started with, of course, Kazarian joining Bullet Club the weeks going into the 15th anniversary show, and of course, Kaz then turning his back on Bullet Club to help his good friend and tag team partner, of course, Almighty Christopher Daniels, to win the Ring of Honor World title from Adam Cole. So this is kind of a revenge match for Bullet Club, trying to get payback for what Kaz did to them. I mean, that was a big time shock. I was almost legit thought Kaz was with Bullet Club. But this was going to be a fantastic match. These two have the same finisher, of course, the reverse pile driver, or what Kaz calls Fade to Black. And of course, Hangman Page has the same reverse tombstone. So this is going to be a fantastic match. And of course, I did pick Kaz last in April against Punishment Martinez, which I did lose. That was one of my losses. But hopefully in this matchup, I can rebound. But so coming from me, I'm going to take Kazarian to beat Hangman Page in this matchup, to rebound after the loss I got at Supercard of Honor. So I'm taking Kaz to beat Hangman Page. Now the next matchup, another great one-on-one matchup. Of course, it's Jay White versus the aerial assassin himself, Will Ospreay, representing New Japan Pro Wrestling and Chaos. Now, of course, Jay White, up-and-comer. Of course, Jay White, the up-and-comer from New Zealand, fantastic talent in Ring of Honor. Of course, his first match was against Christopher Daniels, which he did win. So he has a very, very bright future in Ring of Honor. And then you have my boy Will Ospreay. Of course, he is in Block A of my Best of the Super Juniors and the reigning Best of the Super Juniors champion. And quick tip, I did have Will Ospreay in the finals of this year's Best of the Super Juniors. Because when you look at Will Ospreay, when I look at Will Ospreay, I see AJ Styles. I see AJ in maybe 05, 06, but just even better. I mean, Will Ospreay, and of course he is a former Ring of Honor television champion. This is going to be a fantastic match. 2 different styles. I mean, Jay White did wrestle in Japan too, so he's got experience with guys from Japan. Of course, Will Ospreay is ridiculous. I mean, if he is out of this world ridiculous, and that's what I love about the guy. So coming from me in this matchup, I got to go with my boy Will Ospreay, the aerial assassin. I cannot pick against Will Ospreay. I've never picked against Will Ospreay in any of my picks. So, coming from me, I'm taking Will Ospreay to beat Jay White. And now the next matchup, a four-way survival match. Of course, the four combatants, of course, is the infamous Bobby Fish, Dalton Castle with the boys, the former four-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, of course, time splitter himself, Kushida, and of course, there's one man. Oh wait, no, he's the last real man, and I'm talking about Silas Young. Now, this is of course, it's like a fatal four-way survival match. I would say whoever wins this could be in line for maybe a TV title shot or a world title shot, because this is another fantastic match. I mean, you got Bobby Fish, you got the former television and tag team champion, you got Dalton Castle, the most charismatic character in Ring of Honor for sure, with the boys, the peacock look, I mean, great. And then you have Kushida, the ace of the junior heavyweight division. Of course, he is also in the Best of the Super Juniors in Block B, which another tidbit, I have Kushida in the finals of this Best of the Super Juniors in Block B. And then you have Silas Young. I mean, the last real man. If you put Rick Rude and Bruno Sammartino together, it's Silas Young. And he's so much overlooked, and I love him. He's an awesome, awesome talent. So coming from me in this matchup, you got four great talents. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to take the last real man himself, Silas Young, to beat Bobby Fish, Dalton Castle, and Kushida in this four-way survival match. And now the next matchup for the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. Of course, the champions, if they're still the champions, of course, I'm talking about Bully Ray and the Briscoes versus the Chaos team from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Of course, with the new IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions, of course, Beretta and Rocky Romero, Roppongi Vice, and of course, the former IWGP Never Openweight Champion, Hiroki Goto. Now, when I say if they're still the champions, of course, Night 2, they have a Ring of Honor Six-Man Tag Team Championship match in Dearborn, Michigan, against Los Incontables del Japón, which are the new IWGP Never Openweight Six-Man Tag Team Champions. So, LIJ could be holding both the IWGP Never Openweight Six-Man Tag Team titles and the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team titles. But coming from me, I got to go with Bully Ray and the Briscoes. Their talent. So I'm going to take Bully Ray and the Briscoes to win that match so they can be the champions coming in. I mean, when you got Bully Ray's such a veteran in these tag things. Of course, with the Dudleys, and now he's with the best tag team the greatest tag team in Ring of Honor history with the Briscoes. I don't see any three-man team that can beat these guys. No offense to any three-man team in New Japan or Ring of Honor. These guys are the end-all, be-all. And then you have the Chaos team, of course, Roppongi Vice, Rocky Romero with his forever clothesline, Beretta, and then you have Hiroki Goto, the modern day, kind of like a Ronin, if you want to say it like that, a Ronin. Goto's a fantastic wrestler for sure, and of course it's the IWGP Junior Tag Team Champion. So coming from me, man, this one's tough. I'm going to take Bully Ray and the Briscoes to retain their Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Championship titles in this match. I think Chaos will give them a fight, but I think Bully and the Briscoes are a cut above the rest with six-man. So I'm taking Bully Ray and the Briscoes to beat Roppongi Vice and Hiroki Goto for the Ring of Honor, to retain their Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Champions. And now the next matchup, a three-way tag team match. Of course, the three teams, of course, first representing Los Incontables del Japón, of course, Master of Darkness, Evil, and Sonata versus Search and Destroy, which is a combination of Chris Sabin and Jonathan Gresham with, of course, Peanut Butter Shelly time. Of course, Alex Shelley in his corner against the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. Of course, I'm talking about Hanson and Rowe in War Machine. Now, of course, this is going to be a fantastic match, just like with the Four Corner Survivor. Todd Sinclair, get the hell out of the way. Get the hell out of the way, Todd Sinclair, in this matchup. This one's a fantastic match. Three different styles in this matchup for sure. Three different styles up for this. I mean, LIJ, their offense. Of course, Sabin and Gresham, that's going to be speed. And then you have War Machine with the strength. So coming from me in this matchup, again, this is going to be a fantastic three-way tag match. I'm going to take War Machine to win because they're the most dominant. They are the IWGP Tag Team Champions for a reason. they're big, strong guys. So I'm going to take War Machine to beat Search and Destroy, which is Sabin and Jonathan Gresham, and Los Inconnables de Japón. And now the next matchup for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships of the World. Of course, the challengers, of course, LIJ featuring the new IWGP Intercontinental Champion, of course, Tetsuya Naito and Bushi versus, it's gonna be a party! And you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Young Bucks representing the Elite. The Elite. Of course, Matt and Nick Jackson regained. Now this one's gonna be a fantastic match. Now, of course, the Young Bucks did regain their Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships of the World in that ladder match in the main event of Super Card of Honor 11 over the Hardys, and where the Hardys went to WrestleMania that same week and won the Raw Tag Team titles. But of course, they regained their Super Kick Championships of the World because they are the Super Kick Champions of the world. Then you have Los Inconnables de Japón, Naito, and of course we just on Saturday, I just heard a confirmation that at New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion, it's another rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 11 for Naito's Intercontinental Championship. Of course, it's Naito Tanahashi 2 at Dominion. So we got 2 rematches for New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion with Omega and Okada, and now Tanahashi and Naito. So that's going to be, and you know I'm doing that prediction. I'm doing Road to Dominion and the G1 Climax for sure. So New Japan Pro Wrestling fans, I'll be doing all 3 of those videos for sure. But Naito and Bushi, great tag team. I mean, great members of Los Inconnables de Japón. And of course, all the members have the titles. Naito has the IC, Takahashi has the Junior Heavyweight, and Bushi, Evil, and Sonata have the Never Openweight 6-man. So they control all the gold in Los Inconnables de Japón. So them looking to add the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships could happen, but come on. It's the Bucks. It's a Super Kick party. They're representing the Elite. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm going to take the Young Bucks to retain their Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships of the world. And now the next matchup. Another fantastic one-on-one matchup. It's, of course, the number 1 contender for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. Of course, Go Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and this man. Baby! 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 Of course, if you know that music, that is, of course, Adam Cole. Now, that's Adam Cole! Baby! Representing Bullet Club. And, of course, this one's going to be a fantastic matchup because if you have not heard, Adam Cole's contract expired last weekend. So this is his official last Ring of Honor match in Ring of Honor. He is a free agent, and I have heard a lot of big time rumors that everybody wants him. Every organization wants him. NXT wants him. New Japan wants him. Of course, the indie shows like Evolve or PWG would want him. But he is now the hottest free agent after this match. He is the hottest free agent. Now, coming from me, I think he should go to NXT because I did read that he would like to start at NXT because look at all the talent they got there. I mean, you got Bobby Roode, you got Hideo Itami, you got Drew McIntyre, you got Eric Young, you got Roderick Strong, Mr. Ring of Honor. You got so many, Aleister Black, you got so many talents in NXT that you can make, you can do it all. But I swear, if he does go to NXT Triple H, let him keep the Adam Cole, baby! Because that will sell t-shirts, that will sell merch, and you know what the Elite does? They sell merch and they get asses in seats. So hopefully he will definitely be going to NXT. Of course, with Hiroshi Tanahashi, of course he's getting his IC rematch at Dominion. Talent, just a talented guy. Of course, Tanahashi, the former Never Openweight 6-man tag team champions with, of course, Taguchi and Ricochet. So this one's going to be a fantastic matchup, and of course, this is his last. If this is Cole's last match, I mean, he's already done well nobody's ever done, and he's the only 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion. And that's saying a lot because if you can have you've had champions like Punk, Joe, Low Ki, Christopher Daniels, Jay Lethal, Jay Briscoe, but they've never been 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion other than Adam Cole. So coming from me, and I hate to even pick against Cole, but if he's leaving, it makes this pick very easy. So I'm taking Hiroshi Tanahashi to beat Adam Cole in this matchup, and we will see. Hopefully, we will see Cole on Wednesday nights on the WWE Network for NXT. And now the next matchup for the Ring of Honor Television Championship. Of course, the challenger, of course, reborn Matt Sydal versus, of course, the villain himself, Marty Scurll. Whoop, whoop. Of course, Matt Sydal, of course, coming back to Ring of Honor, which is kind of weird because I think last Thursday he was on Impact Wrestling, and it looks like they signed him. So I would think they're just letting him do his last indie stuff before being part of their X Division. I mean, Sydal's always been good. If you don't remember him, he was Evan Bourne in the WWE, the one that took that RKO from his shooting star press, and the one, and then he did so well in New Japan Pro Wrestling with Kushida, the Time Splitters, of course, with Kushida and Matt Sydal, and then Sydal was in Ring of Honor. So he's back here, but it kind of makes it easier to make this prediction. But then you have Marty Scurll, who is, of course, the Ring of Honor Television Champion. I mean, he's been maybe the best television champion. He did beat Adam Cole. He beat the former 3-time Ring of Honor World Champion on Supercard of Honor. That was such a big-time win for him, for sure, for his career. And then with him being in the Best of the Super Juniors this year, of course, he is in Block A, which I call Block A Murderer's Row, with talents like Jushin Thunder Liger, Takahashi, Ricochet, Will Ospreay. You just got an array of talent in that Block A in the Best of the Super Juniors. And Marty Scurll definitely can get there. Definitely can get to the finals or semifinals. He's like, if I can choose, if he could be like my wild card, because Marty Scurll, when he has the chicken wing and he can put it on you any kind of position, you're gonna go down. And Marty Scurll, of course, I'm wishing him best of luck in the Best of the Super Juniors, because this is his first year in the Best of the Super Juniors. So coming from me, this matchup, this pick is kind of easy because of Sydal not being signed to Ring of Honor, and they're just having him be in this match. I'm going to take Marty Scurll. This is going to be a fantastic match. Most of Marty Scurll's television title matches are amazing. So coming from me, I'm taking Marty Scurll to retain his Ring of Honor Television Championship. And now the main event for the Ring of Honor Championship of the World. Of course, the two challengers, of course, representing Of course, I'm talking about the American Nightmare himself, Cody, versus, of course, the greatest first-generation superstar of all time. Of course, I am talking about Jay Lethal. And, of course, if he is still the Ring of Honor World Champion, of course, I'm talking about almighty Christopher Daniels. Now, of course, when I say if he's the World Champion, of course, at that same event, the Briscoes are defending their Ring of Honor World Six-Man Championships in Dearborn, Michigan. Christopher Daniels is also defending his world title against, of course, Matt Taven. So coming from me, I'm going to take Christopher Daniels to win this match. So this triple threat will be with Christopher Daniels. Now, of course, Lethal and Cody have a history. I mean, if you did not watch their Texas Bull Rope match, of course, that was a great match at Supercard of Honor. Jay Lethal did beat Cody Rhodes. That was another de facto number one contender for the world title. Now, Jay Lethal did win that match, so I thought it was going to be Jay and Daniels. But then, after the Dalton Castle Christopher Daniels match, Cody attacked Christopher Daniels and held up the title. So Cody became the number one contender, even losing to Lethal. And then Lethal had to win a survivals match just to get in this match. So this is going to be a fantastic triple threat match. I mean, I love all three of these guys. I mean, of course, and I'm so happy what Cody's going to be doing. Of course, Ring of Honor did sign Cody for 4 years with Ring of Honor, so that was a good deal because Adam Cole's leaving, so they had to sign a next big thing in Bullet Club, and the next big thing other than Kenny Omega in Ring of New Japan, in Bullet Club was Cody, and Cody has been a talent, and he will be a future world champion. And then you have Jay Lethal, of course, the former Ring of Honor television champion, of course, the longest reigning Ring of Honor world champion, of course, being back in this title picture. And then you have Almighty Christopher Daniels. I mean, winning the title at the 15th anniversary show and holding it for 4 months. I'm so happy Ring of Honor let him have this run. And this is a great run for him. And this is going to be a fantastic match. So coming from me in this matchup, God, I love all three of these guys. These guys are all awesome. So coming from me, I'm going to take Almighty Christopher Daniels to beat Cody and Lethal in this triple threat match. Triple threat match to retain his Ring of Honor World Championship. And I can see Cody being the next guy, next contender for Daniels. But I'm taking Almighty Christopher Daniels to beat Cody and Jay Lethal in the main event. And those are my War of the Worlds predictions. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy these predictions. Comment below, who do you have winning these matches? And where do you think Adam Cole's going to be heading? Do you see him going to PWG, Evolve, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling? Once again, my opinion, I'm thinking he's going to go to NXT. If your opinion is different, let's have a conversation about it in the comments. Again, comments are always welcome on this channel. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment. Of course, thumbs up it and then reply right back to you. I hope you guys did enjoy my video. Now, before you go, you can never forget to that like button, comment, share it with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button as only you guys can. And of course, you can never forget to that subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous Alliance. And I will see you next Tuesday night and next Wednesday night for my Backlash 2017 predictions and my NXT TakeOver Chicago predictions. Later days and peace.